All right, good morning. Let's talk about BNI one-on-ones and how we leverage them to be most successful for Hometown News USA. I've spent 4.5 years in BNI. It's been very successful for our company, and I've learned a great strategy to take that's optimize our success. In essence, I want to turn everybody I meet with on a one-on-one into my sales force, and in the process also discover those who may be qualified candidates for Hometown News USA. So that is important to have that strategy in mind going into the one-on-one. So the structure of the one-on-one is going to be 90% us discovering and finding out more about the target we're talking to, and maybe 10% of the time, if that, maybe 5% of the time, talking about ourselves. And so that's all the time is going to be needed in order to engage somebody to become a referral source for us or a qualified candidate, by which then we would book an appointment with all decision makers present at another meeting. So here's what happens. When we meet with somebody, we sit down with somebody on a one-on-one, we want to get them talking about themselves. But we also want to give them a game plan and let them know how we're looking forward to having the meeting take place. So we then let them know, hey, great, looking forward to talking with you, finding more about you this morning. If I may, I really want to just spend some time learning more about you. I'll share a little about me at the end, and then if we need to, we can book another one-on-one. After that point, and don't go into detail, and so now they have that seed in their mind. Then proceed on and getting to know about the other person. And one way to help fill in the time, if you have a little bit of time, is to get them talking about themselves personally. Ask them about their family, their interests, their hobbies, why they joined BNI, as well. And so you get them going from there and their business, So, but once you've pretty much spent the time having a good time with them, talking with them, getting them talking about themselves, and we're winding down the meeting, and now you're going to basically now tee up us. You're going to leverage, you're going to use a leading question, because they're going to say, well, tell me a little bit about yourself, all right? And so then you're going to say, well, basically, my company, Hometown News USA, we've developed a loyal audience out of the Lake Ranch area and the Palmer Ranch area. This audience is known to spend a whole lot more money than your average customer. Not only do they spend a whole lot more money than your average customer, but they don't need a coupon to come to the businesses that they go to. They don't, and they come qualified, ready to buy. And so, and you let them know that this typically isn't normal. We have 150 local businesses that some who are on the top of Google, on TV, dominate social media, and they'll say, hey, you're the only vehicle, the only marketing vehicle that brings us this kind of valuable customer. And see, the thing about this customer is that they rely on us, Hometown News USA, to handpick trusted businesses of integrity that they can spend their hard-earned dollars with. And the wonderful thing is we only allow 2 businesses per category to gain access to this loyal audience. And these businesses pay us, this is what we do, to access them. And but the best way to make money is with integrity. So we're looking for businesses of integrity that, 1, go the extra mile for their customer, and 2, have a earned reputation as a 4- and 5-star local company. And so, and we're currently actually looking for, and I mentioned 3, 4, 5 top categories. Plastic surgeon, windows and doors company, could be a handyman, a family physician, an OBGYN, or you may have seen a recent restaurant that you need an introduction to. And so that's the starting point. And then you let them know that what we do, no one else does in the country, and our real product isn't the monthly direct mail magazine that we use to connect with this audience. Our real product is actually the audience, which is that better customer coming through the door. And so, and in order to best explain this, we designed a 15-minute presentation that does explain that, because we found that when we meet with business owners, they all pretty much ask the same questions. So we figured out a way to package all those questions, put them into a 15-minute presentation. So then when sharing it, it gets all those questions answered before they even ask them. And then it will prompt them to ask some questions they probably didn't think about. And at that moment, they'll know exactly what it is we do and how well it's a fit. Also, our loyal audience consumers, they rely on us to meet with local business owners of integrity face to face. So the other reason why we book, meetings to share what it is we do, because we just can't on a 5-minute or 30-second intro kind of snapshot it. That's why we book qualified appointments, all decision makers present. Meeting with meeting with face to face gives us the ability to then also protect the integrity of the brand. Because in meeting with them, it's kind of like they get to pass a sniff test because we get to know them. We really get to feel out, who these people are, and go from there. A child can pick out someone who's dishonest or not. And when we who are honest meet with people who are also honest, we see it, we find it. So that basically is legit. So when someone wants to know more about the company, we're saying, well, that's why we designed that 15-minute presentation. And, but if you as a referral partner want to help us out, then if you know somebody who has a business of integrity, they're 4- and 5-star rated, that go the extra mile, and you believe that they are looking for better customers, that their company deserves a better customer coming through the door. Because like I said, of 150 of our clients who are out there, nothing that they're paying for to market in is getting in this loyal audience that we do. No one in the country does what we do. That's another reason why we got to meet with them and share their presentation, because they can't go back and think, oh, you're a print product, and reference in their history of marketing what we are, because they're not going to find it. Anybody can do a direct mail magazine, but no one does what we do in the country, and that's why we set the appointment, and that's why we designed the 15-minute presentation. So the 15-minute presentation is actually the way by which we engage somebody to actually learn about our product. Outside of that, we simply book the appointment with them. Now the key is that when you're on that one-on-one, and now that individual, they think they may have a referral for you, that great, but also they may have an interest saying, hey, well, I'd like to find out more. Go ahead and book the appointment. But when we book the appointment, it's mission critical that we are discovering all decision makers present. And I'll go into the next video there.